So this is our Scientology tier list based on the criteria are based on how if you walk up to L Ron Hubbard, the late great L Ron Hubbard's door when he was alive, if any of these people did it, what the reaction from good old LRH would be. So we got kiss on lips, hug, firm handshake, dead fish handshake, which is when you like you handshake and you just let your arm go loose. That's it. Perfect. Yeah, exactly like that. Then there's awkward conversation with no physical contact. You know, where like they open the door and they stand all the way back, like they're still holding the knob and they're talking to you from there. And then
They're still holding the knob.
Yeah. Like he's ready to. He's like waiting to close it. He wants to close it.
He's not moving away from the position.
Door not answered, but he's inside, and then forced off property.
And that's like aggressively forced off property too.
Yeah,
that's not like,
you don't see him. Some man comes around the corner.
Yeah,
from
that's
outside.
not like being asked to leave. That's like being forced off property.
Yeah. All right. So start off. Neil Gaiman was a Scientologist, no longer Scientologist. Doesn't say anything bad about it. I think that's a door not answered, but you know he's inside.
I agree with that too. I agree with that. I feel like Neil Gaiman, he's hard to be violent against. But picture of Chandler for a second. He's hard to be like aggressive against, but there's definitely some awkwardness there.
And then we got Haywood Nelson. You may know him as from having portrayed Dwayne Nelson in the TV series What's Happening, and then the spin-off What's Happening Now.
That didn't help me at all understand who he is as a person. I'm not gonna lie.
He guest starred in Sanford and Son.
Oh, okay.
I'm calling that a dead fish handshake.
I'm calling that dead fish. Yeah, that's like he's like, oh, he's still like, because he's still a Scientologist, right?
He is still a Scientologist. Yeah.
That's like he has to like be a bit more respectful. Hubbard does, but it's still like he doesn't know who he is. Like I didn't know who he was, and so I'm sure L Ron Hubbard didn't know who he was either.
So this guy's not. It's not looking good for this guy because I couldn't find out who he was after I had downloaded an image of him. So he's clearly not doing a lot for the religion. I don't.
Who?
This next guy. I don't. This fellow. I don't know who he is.
Oh, you're talking about Crowley from Supernatural.
So because of that, I'm gonna go with awkward conversation.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna show up and LRH is gonna be like, "Oh hey," and he's gonna have to act like he knows who he is, but he doesn't know who he is.
But he's like white knuckle gripping the doorknob still. He's like not letting.
It's
go.
not even open all the way. It's like he's like peering in. You can't see his entire. Yeah, he's like that.
Oh hey.
And he's like, "Oh hey," and then you're waiting for him to say his name.
Yeah.
He doesn't know it off the top of his head.
He's like, oh hey,
he's like, oh,
buddy.
All right, next we got. I believe this is Christopher Masterson, who's not. He's part of the Masterson family, which is big in Scientology.
Really?
He was the oldest brother on Malcolm in the Middle, which I love that show.
Oh, that's so funny.
Big fan of
that guy.
It's that guy.
I actually understand the context of this guy. Then.
I think he's done enough. I think that's a firm handshake.
That is, I was thinking the same thing, and the reason why is because there's like a lineage thing there too. It's like when you're in like any church, it's like, oh, you're part of that. You know what? Like I'm gonna honor that family. I'm gonna give you a firm hand. I'm gonna really lean in and give you a firm handshake.
Well, I hated that. Next one's Jennifer Aspin.
That's a hug.
That's a hug. Really?
Oh yeah, it's a hug for sure.
Really? And that's not based on so that's not based on her being a good member of Scientology. It's about him being a creep.
Yes.
Okay, I agree with that.
100%. I don't know anything about her, but that's a hug.
She'd go first too, I think, because she's excited about it.
Yes, yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. And next we got this one's actually close to your heart, Josh. This is let me make sure I got the right guy.
You're gonna really like this one, Josh. Who is this?
This is Doug E. Fresh, also known as Douglas Davis. He's known as the Human Beatbox.
Oh, it's that guy. I actually know who he's the guy. Yeah. He's been like featured on a bunch of shows because he's like the human orchestra guy or whatever, where he's
fucking crazy. I think
he is insane.
I think he's a great promotion of what Scientology can do for a person.
I
think it's a firm handshake. What do you think?
It's a firm handshake too.
What do you think it's a hug?
I think L Ron Hubbard would be like, "Can you show me what you can do?" And then like he'd beatbox for a little bit, and L Ron Hubbard would be like,
"Okay." It's like I don't personally get it, but I get it why it's popular.
It's like your dad's proud of you, even though he doesn't understand what you do for a living.
All right, so this is another one of the Masterson family. She played Tara on The Walking Dead. Who I don't think she really. I think she was in season 2, maybe. Okay. I don't remember. I've seen most of that show, and I don't know. But she's a Masterson, like we discussed. Yes. So I think that's probably a hug because she's a girl.
Yes.
And yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah. In the context, like if the whole family was there meeting him, like it'd be firm handshakes, it'd be hugs. Yeah. I feel like that follows.
All right, next up we got Anne Archer, nominated for Academy Award Best Supporting Actress for Fatal Attraction. That's I think
interesting.
I think that's a kiss on lips, honestly. I know it's pretty early in the game for a kiss on lips.
It's pretty early,
but it's also like it's just that Hollywood thing that happens.
Yeah. The euphoria of being an artiste.
Yeah, where you just have to kiss people.
You just have to kiss people.
She's also in Patriot Games, Shortcuts, Queer and Present Danger, and Lullaby.
What a weird filmography. That's interesting. That's a kiss on lips. I agree.
All right, this next, dude. There's been a mug in the way this entire time. All right, next up we got Bijou. I don't know how to pronounce that. Bijou Lily Phillips. Hey, Lily spelled like my last name. She's what the fuck? She was an Almost Famous, Bully, The Door in the Floor, Hostel Part 2, and Choke. I don't know if you've seen her, but she's also married to a Masterson. The problem is that it's the one that got caught or accused of rape and sexual assault. Do you think LRH values those, or do you think he just ignores them and appreciates?
I feel like, as a dude that was probably raised in like the 50s or the 60s, he probably doesn't know or care, but like he's got that weird societal pressure now where it's like oh, like I have to, like, that's kind of weird, like, because like a lot of the people that like actually
Josh,
don't
I need
care
an answer here. You're running out of time.
I'm gonna go with dead fish. You
go with dead fish for her?
I think he smells like dead fish. I think that L Ron Hubbard smells.
All right.
Yeah.
Next up, we got this guy's a composer.
One of 4 grayscale photos.
This is Chick Corea. Armando Anthony Chick Corea, American jazz composer, purest band list. Bacon Jazz, I guess, part of Miles Davis's band. I think.
Okay.
I think that's a hug, because that's a time period LRH would understand.
Yeah, I think that he would appreciate what he does.
Yeah, this guy. See, I don't think he's gonna. So this next guy is let's look up his name.
Is that Zach Gerhardt in the sound booth?
It's David Campbell. He's worked on 450 gold and platinum albums, including 21 by Adele, Future Sex Love Sounds by Justin Timberlake. Didn't know that was an album. Second Law Muse, Invincible Michael Jackson. So he's a big guy. The problem is his son was Beck, and Beck left the church. So do you think there's like some like vertical integration there? Where he's mad at this guy because his son left?
There's some vertical animosity for sure.
I think it's a dead fish because from a distance it looks like a respectable greeting.
I agree.
But for the experience of it is not good.
But they know.
They know.
I also think that while his record is impressive, no one's gonna know who actually produced those albums, and certainly not L Ron
He's got
Hubbard.
the behind the scenes connections though.
Yeah, right. I agree with that.
Next one's Elizabeth Moss, very famous actress. What do you think? I think it's a kiss on lips, and I think she's into it.
I think it's kiss on lips, and I think they're both into it.
Okay.
I think L Ron Hubbard is definitely on board with that.
All right, this next guy, a venture capitalist.
Right.
Robert Duggan.
I think that's kiss on lips.
He's pharmaceutical.
Purely from the money standpoint, I think L Ron is really gonna
maybe a little more than kiss on. Yeah, he's definitely doing a good job. So next, Ethan Suplee from, I forget what he's in. He's in a lot of shit, but I forget what exactly. American History X. He was in Louis Lastic, Remember the Titans, Frankie and Boy Meets World. He's in My Name is Earl, Wolf of Wall Street. I think this is like
forced off property.
Really? No way. No, LRH wouldn't do it to this guy. I think I'm just gonna say Ethan Suplee. He's a hug. He seems very huggable.
He is a very huggable man. Look at that face. That's a huggable guy.
All right, next one's Giovanni Ribisi. He's in Saving Private Ryan, Avatar, A Million Ways to Die in the Way. Which Avatar?
Yeah. The blue one. The blue.
Okay, Blue Avatar.
Blue Avatar.
I think that's big. I think that's a firm handshake.
Yeah. Oh. As much as I would hug him, I don't think he's huggable from Elrod's perspective.
Elrod.
I just call him Elrod.
It's like A-Rod.
Yeah, it's like A-Rod, but it's Elrod.
Greta Van Sustern's the next one up. She's a news anchor, lawyer, former. I think that's like just somebody he's happy that's around. It like he just feels like, good that she believes in him.
They're just kind of there, you know.
I think it's a good addition, though. I think that's. Yeah. You think that's hug or firm handshake?
I think that's firm handshake. I would actually go a little bit lower, but I could
really.
Firm.
I think
I understand the firmness of it. I think the media is.
I think she's got a good handshake, and he wants to match her because he's afraid she'll see her as weak if he dead fishes.
It's a power thing. Yeah, exactly. It's a power thing.
Next one, you've multiple times, incorrectly described him as Mark Zuckerberg.
That is Mark Zuckerberg.
So this guy, he's in a family. He was in Veronica Mars. He was in Moonlight. He was in Ringer. He was in iZombie. Yeah, he is an actor.
He's also iZombie. He knows
the voice of Terra, one of the main protagonists of Kingdom Hearts franchise. I think.
Here's the thing, though. He's not going to know what any of that is.
It's the problem.
Yeah,
I think that's an awkward conversation. He's going to try and tell our LRH about what he's been up to, and it's just not going to work.
Agree. Yeah. He's going to be like, "You ever see iZombie?" And Hubbard's going to be like, "What?
I'm dead."
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm in the grave.
Oh God. I have very little time to get through the rest of this list.
We have
all right, this lady, 3 nominations for Primetime Emmy for Outstanding Lead in a Comedy. What do you think?
I would say door not answered. I would say.
Really?
Because that's not a whole lot of words, and he's not going to know anyway.
All right. Next one's up. She's a YouTuber and singer and pro-Trump.
Forced off property.
Really? Nah.
Yeah. She's a YouTuber, dude. Do you think
Joy Villa is her name? All right. I think. All right. Just based on. What?
I just love that I made that happen.
Julia McGinnis? I don't know. She was fuck. What would she do? She was the original Broadway production of Fiddler on the Roof. She played Tevi's second daughter Hodel. I think that's big. I think LRH appreciates the art. I think that's a
yeah. No, he's definitely seen Fiddler on the Roof one too many times. Okay, for
sure. Juliette Lewis.
That's a kiss on lips for sure.
Okay. Yeah. I agree with that. I think. Kirstie Alley, she was on Cheers. I think that's a kiss on lips too. I think.
Yeah, that's like for me. That's right between hug and kiss on lips. I feel like
we'll go hug. Maybe,
yeah,
I think it'll fly. It'll go up sometimes. It'll be a kiss sometimes, hug other times.
Right. It'll vary.
We got Lee Purcell. She Wikipedia has appeared both in motion pictures and television. What?
She's appeared both in talkies and in radio shows.
Holy fuck.
I have no idea.
I don't know. She co-starred Michael Douglas, and for that alone, I think that's a awkward conversation.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. She co-starred with Michael Douglas, and for that alone,
Marisol Nichols. She was on 24 in Riverdale.
Oh,
I don't think LRH would appreciate either of those.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't appreciate Riverdale. He might appreciate 24. It's kind of.
Which one do you think?
I think it's not answers, honestly.
Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Oh, this next one, she's Nancy Cartwright. That's the voice of Bart Simpson. I think that's a big one. I think that's a hug.
That's big. Yeah, that's a hug.
All right. I think it's a firm handshake because he's confused that she voices a boy.
That is, you know what? You're right, 100%.
All right, next up we got.
She would lead off with "I'm Bart," and then that would be it. You know,
she'd do the voice and she'd be like, and then he'd drop the handshake quickly.
Yeah.
What the fuck? She made. This next person's name is Ruddy Rodriguez. This is what it says for her career. She made 4 calendars for being the first Venezuelan actress whose calendars were sold in other countries. I think that's a door not answered.
Before we run out of time, can you just put Top Hat Steve Martin in forced off property?
You got it.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Okay, so the next person, Stacy Fritz. She was part of the group Ex-Girlfriend on contestant first season of The X Factor.
She was an X Factor? That's high.
I'm sorry, that's actually 2 from now. I don't know who the next person is. I didn't get their name. I didn't look them up. That's I'm just gonna say hug because
that's an honorary.
It's creepy. It's a creepy hug for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going for the kiss. She doesn't want it.
He leans in for sure.
I think this girl's also a hug because he
agree.
It makes him feel like he's popular still.
Yes,
he's like.
And I contest that he would lean in for a kiss, and she would kind of like
All right, we got Billy Sheehan, who's like one of the best bassists of all time. One of the best bassists of all time.
One of the best bassists.
He's won the best rock bass player readers poll from Guitarist Player magazine 5 times.
Do you think Hubbard would know that though?
I think so. I bet Hubbard loves bass.
Okay. Do you think he loves bass space?
I think it's a firm handshake though, just because the time they were from. All right.
Who is this next person?
It's Edgar Winter.
I can't even tell.
Multi-instrumentalist. His peak success was in the 70s with the group the Edgar Winter Group.
Oh, dude, Hubbard would have been like
Frankenstein's
20
Free
at
Ride.
that point.
Wait, what's Free Ride? Is that the like come on and take a free? Is that
Maybe.
it?
I don't know, but all I know is that Hubbard would have been really young at that point. He would have been like 20 or something.
I think he's with it. I think they're old friends.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's a hug.
That's a hug.
Oh, here we go. Here's John Travolta.
Forced off property.
Which I'd actually no. I think I'd like to. I'm gonna make a new. Oh God, that's supposed to go up. I'm gonna make a new one actually.
Wait, can you say John Travolta again, real quick? I'm sorry.
John Travolta. What?
I was having you say it for the edit.
There we go. That's what.
Yeah,
that's what he said. All right. Next up we have.
Wait, what does that mean?
We have Priscilla Presley, Elvis's wife. I think that's a kiss. That's a kiss
for sure.
Next up we have. You've described him as Steve Martin in a tie multiple times,
as opposed to Steve Martin in a top hat who's forced off property. I think Steve Martin in a tie is kissed on lips. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he was what? Oh, he was Officer Houlihan in How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh yeah, that's kiss on lips.
It's kiss
sure.
on lips.
I think Hubbard knows. You know.
All right, my ride's here and I have to leave. So this is going. All right, this is Giovanni Ribisi's sister. I bet that's a hug.
That's a hug.
Next up, we have Leah Remini, who did the expose. She made the movie Leaving Scientology. I think that's a forced off property, possibly killed. Next up, I don't remember who this guy is. He didn't have a picture on Wikipedia.
No.
I think that's an awkward thing. Oh God. Oh no.
Oh no.
I just lost Josh there for a second. No, you're fine. You're fine. Leah Remini. Catherine Bell. She was in Jag and Army Wives and The Good Witch. That's a hug, I think.
That's a hug, yeah.
Next, this dude, he won the gold medal for Olympics. That's a kiss on lips.
Yeah,
he's got the gold there. He's getting the gold here. Danny Masterson, I think it's a dead fish because LRH resents him for getting caught. Yeah.
What about Charles Manson?
I think that's a forced off property because I don't think Manson didn't stick with it. He became a Scientologist in prison, didn't stick with it. Who is this person? Erica Christensen. I exited out of her Wikipedia before I could read anything. That's a dead fish. Next up, this is Stanley Kubrick's daughter, Vivian Kubrick.
Oh, that's a hug.
No, I think that's a kiss on lips, dude. Dude, she's got credits on a lot of Stanley Kubrick films.
Really, that's a kiss on lips for sure. Then that's almost not Tom Cruise.
This dude is an ambassador for the Smile Project.
Firm handshake.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. This dude is the CEO of Neopets. I think. Who does that put him? You think?
I think that's not Tom Cruise. I think
really?
I think that's all the way up to top with John Travolta.
All right. This dude played the Phantom in Phantom of the Opera on Broadway.
Nice.
I think that's a firm handshake. I think that's respect. That's respect. Yeah. This lady. Fuck. Oh no. I'm getting called right now.
Pick it up right now. Pick it up and ask them.
Lizzie?
Hello, I'm here.
Okay, I'll be out in a second. I'm doing a tier list with Josh real quick.
Okay.
Do you think Judy Norton-Taylor? Do you think L. Ron Hubbard would like her?
Who?
I don't know who this is. This is Kate Ceberano. She's in Jesus Christ Superstar. I think. What do you think? That's like. It seems like blasphemy, though.
Yeah, that is blasphemy. That's
forced off property.
Do you think that's forced? Yeah. Well, you know what? Sure. Why not? I love that she's next to Charles.
This is Laura Prepon, which confirms the fact that they were definitely talking about Scientology on the set of that '70s show.
Oh, for sure.
And I think that's a kiss on lips.
Yeah, yeah.
For that fact alone. I forget who this is.
Is that also Prepon?
No, that's
okay.
That's Lindsay Bartleson. She was on Grounded for Life. I think it's a dead fish. Michael Pena. That's a not Tom Cruise, I think.
That's not Tom Cruise. I agree wholeheartedly.
He's got meme potential. He's got everything.
He's got it all.
I don't think. Wait, did I not? I don't think I have a picture of Tom Cruise in this list.
You don't. I was actually gonna say that, but you know, it's all right.
Let's just fire. Who cares who these people are? That's a awkward conversation.
This guy's forced off property. I don't like this guy at all.
See, that's why. That's why. Exactly. That's what reason I think he's a firm handshake.
Ugh.
Because you don't like it. This is this is an Elfman. I think.
You think it's kiss on lips? You think
it's kiss on lips?
All right.
This dude whose head you can't see is a CEO, and he made. Oh fuck! His last name's Sky. I think it's a firm handshake. This dude's a composer.
Dead fish.
Dead fish? All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What about this guy? I think it's a kiss on lips initiated by this guy.
Initiated by him.
I think he's going for it. And
That's
this guy, I'm gonna look up. This is Michael D. Roberts. He played Rooster in the TV series Beretta, and he was in the TV series Manimal, and he was in Good Times. So I bet LRH was I bet he funded all those shows. I bet he was a big fan.
He was executive producer for sure.
And what do you think? I think that's a firm handshake.
I think that's firm. I think that's a firm handshake.
And then I would have to do one that is Tom Cruise. That's just empty.
It's just called Tom Cruise.
It's like the seat you leave for Elijah at Passover, just in case he shows up. And there we go. There's a tier list of how much LRH would like any of these. And you can quote me on this.
Yeah, you know, this is our word is our bond. You know, this is.
Have a good day out there. Praise Xenu.